With Filmmatic, and I hope you're doing very, very well. I want to go over a brief overview of my journey with Red digital system cameras. And I've been around them for quite a bit. If you've seen a couple of my other videos, you've seen me mention things like that. I used to own Komodos. I've shot features on Reds, a lot of them actually. And I was one of the people that jumped on the Red bandwagon from the beginning. I mean, as soon as I saw some of the first images, which I can't find on the internet anymore. If anyone can find the video of like the 1950s people drinking milk, tag me in it, because I definitely want to see it. I haven't seen it in so long. And then also the Peter Jackson stuff, District 9 and all that. There's so many things that made me want to just push towards that camera. So, or I jumped on the Red when I met my friend Ryan Shorman. He's the guy that started Wooden Camera. Actually, he has a great podcast that just released with him and his wife. Y'all should go check it out. Y'all can get a little bit of his story behind that company and how he grew it and a bunch of cool stuff from them. I was there kind of helping him out, renting his cameras, hiring him as my cinematographer when I was trying to be a director. With that said, we started with the Red 1, and we were using like the old school Nikon lenses. I mean, they were they weren't the best, but they got the job done. And then from there, he did the sensor swap and he got the Mysterium X. Once that happened, there's an opportunity for him to upgrade the camera, and then we jumped into the Red 1MX. I was able to get a partner, and I bought that camera off of Ryan. That Red 1MX, man, we shot so much stuff with it. I mean, everything from music videos, mainly music video. Also filmed a crazy African feature, which was one of my first features, called Pound of Flesh, which was pretty fun to do. And then at the same time, man, I shot so many things with that, including music videos, commercials, like pretty much anything they would let me shoot, I would try. We even shot concerts, whatever we could, honestly. Then from there, Ryan sold me his, Ryan got an Epic X. Red Epic X was the exact same thing as the Red 1MX, except that it actually did full 5K. There wasn't a crop where the Red 1MX, because of the components it has, the board inside or whatever, it was maxed out at 4.5K, but it essentially had the same sensor. And the Epic X was a fun camera because it was like a block camera, and man, I got to shoot a lot of stuff with that too. And the cool thing about having a close friend like Ryan Shorman is that he let me use, like, whenever they would have like a cool setup, or he would have like a new camera that would come in, like the Blackmagic, the OG Blackmagic. He would let me run it, and I got to do short films and all kinds of stuff with that. So with the Red 1, I then slowly moved into the Red Epic X, using Ryan's quite a bit. And that camera, we did a lot of work with that too. And then we finally sold the Red 1MX and upgraded to the Scarlet X, which we're just kind of upgrading the form factor, because the Red 1MX was a tank. It was big. And the Scarlet X allowed us to just have that smaller form factor. It was back to like APS-C sensor size, so Super 35. And we're able to just shoot things pretty quick. So we used that camera on a bunch of projects, events, a bunch of different things. Honestly, it was just one of those cameras that was very easy to use and throw in as a B camera to the Epic X. After that, the partner that I had with the Scarlet X, we ended up splitting. I let him keep the camera, I kept the tripod, and I kept a Mac Pro. And I was like, man, I'll figure it out. And I jumped into the Sony A7 S1 back in the day, used it on like 2 projects, did a feature with it. I jumped into Sony for a little bit. And as I raised some, got my money up again, I was able to acquire a Red a Red Epic Dragon carbon fiber. Now, when I had seen that camera, it was like a $50,000 camera. When I grabbed it, it was my favorite camera in the world because it weighed like nothing. It weighed like 2.5, 3 pounds. I had the Zeiss ZF glass that I could just throw in that, and man, everything I threw at it just looked great. I used it to shoot a Netflix special with Chingo Bling. We shot a cool music videos with that. I could make it look grungy. I could make it look clean. We could do so much with it, and they were just overall great cameras. So the Red Dragon 6K is where I was at, and then we got to the point where one of my associates was like, "Man, I'm gonna get an Alexa Mini," and I said, "Hey, man, if you get an Alexa Mini, I'll get rid of my Red Dragon." Reluctantly, right now they're worth like $2 or $3 grand. I think you can find them still on eBay. And I jumped into the Alexa Mini, and with the Alexa Mini, man, we did so much, and we cranked through that camera. I shot several features with that Alexa Mini. I got it Panavized for a really cool feature film that we did called Impossible. They're going through festival circuits now. I got to use it on another film called Mind Wash. That was really, really fun. And then I just got to do so much with that. And then we moved into the Alexa Mini LF. As I deviated a little bit from my Red journey there, I actually had an opportunity to buy a Red Komodo when they came out. Actually, two of my buddies, John Connor and Stix Vision, both had bought Red Komodos. I helped Stix get a great deal on one. And then all of a sudden, I got a project where I shot with an FX9. I was able to buy an FX9, and then I flipped it so that I could buy two Komodos. And when I flipped that FX9, even though that one looks great, it gave great image quality. I shot a HBO doc with it. I knew that, I didn't like the form factor. So I got a Komodo. With that Komodo, we shot Fight Boy. And it just was so easy to use that camera for, everything that we would do. It looked great with Cook lenses. It looked like anything you throw at it. Just the Komodo OG looks so good, man. And on the same Fight Boy, on some of the scenes where we did slow motion, we got to use the V Raptor as well. So my journey with them, I kind of jumped away from them, even though I'd have used the Gemini version and the Helium version of Red's cameras. I haven't used a Monstro nor even touched one. But I always kind of liked them, but ultimately I've always liked the Dragon sensor more than any of those cameras. They just, to me, it looked the best, and being able to shoot 6K at 90 frames per second was pretty awesome. With that said, the reason why I'm bringing up a little bit of my Red journey and like the stuff that I've shot with it and stuff is more than anything is we're gearing up to do a project where I have been able to find almost every single one of those cameras, everything from a Red 1 MX, Red 1 MX to a DSMC 1 X, hopefully an X, a Dragon censored camera, a Dragon monochrome camera, a Gemini, a Helium camera, and also a Monstro. Lastly, also a Komodo X, and a V Raptor. Why would we find all this? Well, the best videos that we've had on our channel are the comparisons, and I think it'd be fun to compare, all 10 iterations of that camera. Now, there's many more iterations of it, because you can say like, hey, you didn't use, like in the Dragon series of DSMC 2 cameras, they had different low pass filters, OLPFs or OPLFs, however you say it, that go in front of the camera, so you could go that far into it. But we're not scientific here. We're just kind of want to shoot the same stuff, shoot something that looks somewhat similar, give you all the files, put them back to back to back, throw all the files up on the interwebs, and have you download them and check them out for yourself. I think it's going to be a cool test to, more than anything, see how far it's come, right? How far we've come from the Red, and where it's probably heading to. And I think it's so cool that in today's day and age, we have like pretty much just awesome gear at our disposal. We can find really cool lenses, and I mean, we can find really cool cameras, and now lenses, because of innovation, because of different companies stepping in and doing research. They are making all kinds of new glass, and that is it's cool because it's like a whole new renaissance. Like I personally feel like we've already hit like the plateau of what cameras are doing, because there's so many methods that you can use, even like with reds to double highlight, using like double exposures, and having low light sensitivity on the FX3s and on the Venice 2 and all that stuff. So I hope you're still around for the video, to get to this point. Man, I've been a red user for a long time. I don't currently own any reds, but as a cinematographer, you're going to be using anything like they give you. I mean, if I could find the Verizon commercial I shot on an iPhone, I would. I'd show you. But like honestly, like it just doesn't. You just have to take it and design something cool, create a good look, or the look that your client's going for. That said, I appreciate you sticking around, checking out all the my memories that I've had, since all this stuff has started, and I really appreciate that. We'll be talking really, really soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 2,300. I think that's a pretty good. I think that's going to be a pretty good goal for us. We're hoping to get it 2025. In 2025, we're way past that, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys getting us to those numbers. Also, if you're going to be in LA at Cine Gear, let me know. I haven't bought my tickets yet, but I am really tempted to do it. And I've had some cool people say like, "Hey, I'm going to be there," but I really want to know that it's going to be worth going out and hanging out with people that are like-minded and want to just chat it up, or even just give a dap. Thanks, guys. We'll be talking really, really soon. See you later. Peace.